WJBF is gearing up for our annual Caring for Aging Parents Expo coming up November 4th at First Baptist Church of Augusta.
And someone who knows all about that is Claire Russell, the president and CEO of Family Care Incorporated. And Claire, your private home care consulting business and everything is a staple in our area, and you have been here more than 20 years.
I have. Started about 25 years ago, and just to provide care to the aging community, the aging population in the eastern part of Georgia. We are the oldest privately owned and run home care company in the CSRA, run by an RN certified case manager, and we are very passionate about what we do in caring for the elderly population in our community, aging and elderly.
And that is a population that just keeps growing.
It is. It surely is.
And there's so many people who are facing decisions now about having to have the talk, about elderly care with their parents. And you say that's something that people need to plan for early.
Definitely. Jenny, it is such a stressful thing when nobody gives you the permission to become a parent to your parent, and you can't stay a parent to your parent. You have to give them the love of an adult, but the care of a child sometimes. And you have to have those hard talks, and you have to approach them slowly, not take all their independence, and get them to help make those decisions to help keep them healthy and happy. Mostly people are happy at home when they can be safely cared for there. Yeah. And so talking about sometimes just adding a little bit, maybe some equipment here, some adjustments in lifestyle there can make a huge difference.
It's interesting how you see so many commercials that help with this sort of thing. Changing the bathrooms.
Exactly.
Doing handrails.
Right.
Even, the advancements to the help I've fallen, I can't get up.
That is
and
tremendous.
With the GPS that's in it now.
That's a tremendous help to people. Probably one of the first things that I would encourage people to do, because it's so easy, and they need to be cognitively aware in order to use those GPS or emergency response systems. And if you can have somebody used to using that, then as they age and as they don't process the same way mentally, they're used to using that and still can, that will just be routine. They have necklaces, they have watches, they have all different kinds of things to help people get used to. I was just speaking to basically a woman in her early 70s who is very independent, very healthy, lives at home by herself, and she just feels like when she's outside working in her garden, that's a good thing to have. And my hat's off to her.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Well, I feel like if you just go on a walk in the neighborhood, or you go walk on the canal, have your cell phone with you. You want somebody to be able, to know where you are, or if you do need help to get out.
That's right.
And when you're older, and if you can't use the phone easily, those buttons are tremendous.
Well, if someone comes up, because this was an experience that happened to me this month, if I came upon someone, she had a passcode on her cell phone. Now, she was alert enough to let me know what her passcode was. Had she not been, I knew nothing of her. I had no way. I could help her with first aid and some first aid medical care, but think about the passcode on someone's telephone. So that emergency response button can be really a neat thing.
These are such important issues, and you are the person that can help people, steer people in the right direction. Another way that we can do this is something that's coming up that WJBF is sponsoring this year, and we'll tell you all about it right after the break.
The WJBF Caring for Aging Parents Expo is an event that focuses on a range of topics, including estate and will planning, how to make homes safer for seniors, the warning signs of dementia, and financing for elderly health care needs. Experts will be on hand to answer your questions.
Problems with my mother, trying to figure out what to do with her. She's 86. She's been diagnosed with dementia. We're not really sure how to go about it. It was very informative, though, and I think they're going to put me on the right track to helping my mom.
The featured speaker for this year's event is Gloria Garner, who leads the audiology program at University Healthcare System.
Claire Russell is back with us again. We're going to talk about this expo that you just saw. Claire was a panelist there last year, and you were great, by the way.
Thank you.
One of the things that I really liked about moderating that event was the enormous amount of information for people, and the folks who were there when it opened, because they wanted to see all the vendors, they wanted to be able to talk to people, and they had so many specific pointed questions.
They sure
and
did.
That to me, when I was running around with the mic, you know, and people were asking their questions, I realized what a scary situation people find themselves in, and how frustrating it can be for the adult child who maybe isn't having the cooperation of that parent. And you all were so good about guiding, and even if somebody might direct a question to you or anybody else, you might have been able to say, you know, so-and-so could really address that better. And I loved the way you panelists operated like that.
Wow, thank you.
So from your perspective, why is the Aging Parents Health Expo such a big deal in our community?
This is a huge deal, and I would say being active on a state level, in the state of Georgia, you don't find this. This is the only place that I'm aware that does anything like this in the state of Georgia. So I don't have enough to say about this expo, because what it does is it brings experts and people who provide services and things that people who friends, neighbors, children, and people themselves find themselves in all of a sudden facing a situation that they've never had to face before, and it packs. It is so stressful. It's something, you know, it's like having a child. You don't know what it's like until you're actually there. It's just a very stressful situation. You don't know where to turn. But with the expo, you can get the information you need. Where else are attorneys and nursing companies and people from the Area Agency on Aging and any kind of thing that you can think of? We're all assembled for one day for free in an area where you can ask any question that you have and anything that you need, and you can at least begin thinking about what you're going to do. You can collect information, you can start the talk, you know, as we've shared before, and you can begin to make some plans and sleep on what you need to do.
One of the things that really surprised me last year at the Caring for Aging Parents Expo was seeing my doctor there. And she was there because, you know, you think your doctor knows everything. But she was thinking about her own parents who were retiring. They were moving here, they were relocating, and she and her sister were there just getting the information, because like you said, where else are you going to have such a group of so many qualified experts in various fields, all talking about this same issue of the care for aging parents?
Yeah, the ground is level when it comes to this, and healthcare has changed so much that this is something that it doesn't matter who you are or what you generally do. I go around to the different booths and collect updated information and kind of see who's doing what and where are the best places to plug into and to help. Being a certified case manager, that's part of what we do, is help people live more with family care, help people live more fully. And to me, this Parent Expo, Aging Parent Expo, is exactly, it exemplifies what that is. And it is just such a big opportunity for this community. And seriously, in the state of Georgia, I have not seen this groups like this assembled where people could find out the things they need.
Well, we can only encourage you to make your plans now and mark your calendar for November the 4th, because it's growing each year. And if you think this is something where you might want to spend a Saturday morning and get this kind of information and talk to people like Claire and listen to the forum that is so helpful, mark your calendar now for Saturday, November 4th at First Baptist Church of Augusta. It's the WJBF Caring for Aging Parents Expo. Claire Russell will be there, a lot of other fine people, and we hope to see you there as well. We'll be right back.
Conversations that make us laugh, help us learn, even make us cry. Join me every week for a look at what women are talking about. It may be the most fun you'll have, from hot flashes to hot belly dancing. See you Tuesday at 12:30 for Jennie.